our news director to the Blue Couches, Scott McDowell, is with us as we are on Election Day Eve, just one day away from this day that we've been planning here in the newsroom for a long time.
Yeah.
Months, guys. And do we
even
need
longer.
wildfires on top of this right now?
No, we don't. We don't. Let's adhere to a burn ban. Talk about burning. This has been a burning election. It's been fraught with some concerns. We've had reporters that were in Butler at the time of the assassination attempt. As a news director who's responsible for us, how have you navigated through this election season?
In 40 years, I have never had so many concerns about safety for the crews that we have in the field. You can't have comments about shooting people. You just can't, you know? And my friend here sitting across the way on social media sent me, this is concerning. I have had these type of comments come in right straight through from yesterday across the weekend. This is my bipartisan comments to all of this, because you've not only got the threats that come in for our crews in the field, but every angle's being worked. And that's something I'm seeing too. Every angle you can possibly take to try and slant our coverage, to try and change our coverage, to try and get us to go here, get us to go there. I am so proud of this team and this crew for balancing along the way, all the way. You know, and if there's a message that I have for our viewers is, again, back to we're the local people here.
Yeah.
You know, the threats, the violence, it's not acceptable. And you can be sure that we're going to balance our coverage all the way across. And that's the message. Crews from Florida, we've got Rachel Knapp in Florida. We've got Brendan in Washington. All of them, you know, normally in this day and age with as small as our gear is, I'd send one crew there. I've had to send 2 people just to watch their backs along the way. And you can feel it. You can feel it in our meetings when you bring it up. You see the people sitting around the table and you can see it in their eyes as they're going forward.
Well,
There's
you know,
a lot of nervousness.
When Dr. Joe Morris sat here before we went on air, he says, but this is what you're in this business for, isn't it exciting? Yeah. And I said, you know, Joe, it used to be. I used to love this stuff.
Exactly
but it's different now. It's a different tone. And I just, you know, we do feel like we're on our guard. I feel like I'm on our guard no matter what I say, no matter what I post. And we should be. You know, I think that we are balanced and we're fair and balanced here. But it's just never felt as intense as it does this season.
The venom all the way around is unlike anything I've ever seen. And we're so fortunate to have you two, to have a Mike Ruzi, to have Elisa Adams, the people with that depth that have been here. But I'll tell you right now, you know, and here's your breaking news for 4 o'clock. I'm declaring Wednesday Support Your Local Journalist Day here in Erie County. I really am, because you need it. You know, if you see these guys, say something nice to them. You know, they've been bombarded with so much for months. And you know our plan and what we've had rolled out? We've had to run promotions saying that we're not networks.
Right.
Yeah.
That we are your local
And I think
station.
it's important for people to remember that we are your neighbors and your coworkers and
We're just
the parents
trying to
at your
inform you.
kids' school. And we take this job very seriously, and we are not trying to slant our coverage in any way. And I think it's important to repeat that as we get
And we are running out of time. Of course, we've got that great voter guide. 30 seconds. Tell everybody about our coverage for tomorrow. What can they expect? It's wall to wall.
From Florida to Washington, all the way across Carol Coleman and Erie. We'll start at 5 on social media. So many people sit with these and watch away. So we'll be there. We'll be on ENN+. We have crews everywhere. Most important, we will be all over the vote and how it's counted.
And we talked so much about the Trump-Harris race, but there's also really big races locally. Our Lisa Adams is going to be with Dan Laughlin. Jameson with Jim Wirtz there. So yeah, we'll be closely following that one as well. Thanks, Scott.
Ground
Thanks for
zero
joining
at the
us.
county too. We'll be there as well.
We'll be everywhere.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
your
you.
leadership. We'll be right back.